Hey, what's up, sports bettors? So what we're going to do in this video is we'll go through live stream, I should say, is we're going to go through some of the promos. We'll hit some bets. We'll hit some profitable bets, and hopefully we make some money. So again, I'm tracking all of my profit and loss. There should be a Bitly link. If you go to YouTube and you look in the description, there is a Bitly link with all of our open bets as well as our profit and loss. So we're currently up 4.2K. Yesterday was pretty good with 1.6K in total expected profit. So we're running a bit hot. Yesterday worked out pretty well for us. DeRozan over 0.5 3-pointers. So hopefully we can keep it going. We can keep making some money. In terms of promos, I guess we can start with, let me refresh all of this stuff. There's not really many promos out there, at least today. They're probably gearing up for the Super Bowl, but there's college basketball parlay insurance, which I ended up betting. Place a 4+ leg parlay with cash on any men's NCAA basketball games. And if exactly one leg loses, you get your money back. So here's what we ended up going with. Randall and I, we went with Drake, Rhode Island, VCU, and Villanova. We have an article on OddsJam. We have a ton of content on OddsJam. If you just go to the blog and you type in like parlay insurance, whatever, you can read about it in the math behind this promo because it's a really good promo. And FanDuel obviously revived it. So we can hit some plus EV bets. This I actually think I may have already bet a bit on it, but regardless, we can go through. You can see this is a pretty tight market, 24 cents of market width for Kevin Porter over 15.5 points. And again, this is why you need multiple sports books. So go to YouTube, go to the description, click the links for all the sports books in your state and sign up. You need multiple sports books to be successful as a sports bettor, because what you'll see, and from my live betting, not all of this 4.2K of profit is from one sports book, right? I'm not even in necessarily a good sports betting state and we're up 4K. You'd be up 4K if you would have tailed everything. And I'm not even in one of the best sports betting states. So more sports books, more promos, more profitable bets, yada, yada, yada. So long story short, get more books. So we can go and we can hit our first bet. You can see we have an arb between Caesars and Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book in the world. So this bet to the zero juice line from Pin has a 6.6% expected return. So I'm going to go in here. And we can go to this Kevin Porter and the Rockets game, trying to move quick because it's a good bet. And things don't last forever, unfortunately, in life. And we can go here and we can go to Kevin Porter over, what am I trying to bet? Player points over 15.5, minus 105. Cool. And we can throw $100 on it. And we can go from there. Or actually, I guess my standard for Caesars, I guess, has been 250. So I'll keep it the same. I'll throw another 150 on it. And we have our first profitable bet, right? So we placed $250 on this. Kevin Porter over 15.5 points. I'm going to add it to my bet tracker, which everyone should be using. So we have Kevin Porter over 15.5 points. This bet's at minus 105 odds. We bet $250. Our EV percentage. So you can see right here, this number, 6.6%, is the expected return on our bet to the zero vig line from the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So long story short, right, Pinnacle has this minus 134. We're getting minus 105, which is insane value. And if we go to a zero juice calculator, which is the most important calculator on OddsJam, you can remove the VIG or the juice from Pinnacle, which is how every sportsbook makes money, right? They charge the VIG, they charge the juice to get an indication of the fair odds for a given bet, which would be minus 120.26. We got minus 105. So, the odds we got are better than the fair line. So this is a plus EV, positive EV bet, whatever you want to call it. You can see this green check mark indicates that I've already placed my bet. So I've already bet this. So that's pretty cool. And, 6.6% profit margin, pretty insane. And 1650 in EV, right? So this number is expected profit. Our bet has an EV, a value, a profit margin, expected profit, whatever you want to call it, of $16.50. So the sum of expected profit goes up, right? And this is the number we should really care about, right? It's basically just this EV percentage times your stake, right? So if you put $100 on it, you're 660 richer in terms of expected profit. And this number will only go up, the sum of expected profit. The net profit number will have fluctuations, right? Not every day is going to be an up day. No sports bettor wins every time. No sports bettor wins every time. But our goal, right, is to just see this number, this number go up, and this number will, over the course of the long run, these will be pretty close, just due to the law of large numbers, right? It's just math. And if we go to the ARB page, again, the general concept right here is like, you have an ARB. If you had both accounts, Pinnacle, you had Caesars, you could place a bet on both sides, under on Pinnacle, over on Caesars, and earn a risk-free profit, right? That is called arbitrage betting. And whenever there is an arbitrage bet, I can't bet on Pinnacle. I'm not in a, I'm in the US. I don't have access to this. But you use it as a source of information, right? That, hey, the sharpest sportsbook in the world has this minus 134. So that minus 105 seems pretty damn good, right? And now we can see another insane bet. This is in the Pacers Magic game. Karis LeVert under 5.5 assists. So let's try to move quick so it doesn't move on us. And we'll go here, and then we'll go to the Pacers game. Where are you, baby? We'll go to the Pacers game, and we want LeVert under 5.5 assists. So moving quickly, and boom. We'll hit this bet. This bet has even higher EV, 11.5%, which is absolutely insane, right? So, okay, now we have Karis LeVert under 5.5 assists. And again, all these bets are on live stream. Like, it's freaking live. You could have tailed everything. We're up 4K, so hopefully you're tailing this right now if you have Caesars available to you. And if you're in a state, right, with Caesars and you don't have Caesars yet, go to OddsJam, click the link in the description. We'll take you to the highest available sign-up bonus in your state, right? For Caesars, depending on the state, there's a different sign-up bonus. But that's what's so amazing about sports betting is, first of all, you need multiple sports books to be successful, right? I use 5 books right now, mainly 5 books, I should say. But you can see, like, a lot of these betting opportunities are on, FanDuel, Twin Spires. Like, it's pretty evenly spread out. OddsJam is constantly, right, hunting through all possible markets on these sports books, the vast amount of data on sports books to try to identify the few actually interesting bets for you. So good. I just wanted to make sure I was still sharing my screen. So let me reload these so they don't log me out. Reload this and reload this. Okay. So we have Karis LeVert under 5.5 assists, 11.57% EV. Absolutely insane, right? This game is at 5 p.m. So it starts in 2 hours. This game will be over in 5 hours. And I'm earning an EV or profit margin of 11.57%, right? The return of the stock market is 8% a year. We're getting 11.6% in 5 hours. Absolutely insane. And this is why sports betting's, so amazing. So we can go here, and then this was 11.57%. So, based on the 2 bets I've placed, I am now, whatever, like $16.50 plus $28.93, $45 richer in terms of EV or expected profit, right? I am $45 richer. So that's pretty cool, I guess. And again, all we care about is seeing this number march up, because this number will follow. And again, the sheet with all of the open bets, all of the open live bets is just on YouTube. Go to the live stream, go to the description, look at all the sports books available in your state, their sign-up bonuses that you don't have yet. Sign up for the ones you don't have, because you need more sports books to be successful. And it also, you can see all the bets that we've hit live. So up 4K in, up 4K. So what's our profit margin? So we can actually do total amount staked, and then we can sum the amount column. So we bet 27 grand total. Our net profit is 4K, right? So our profit margin is just this divided by this, 15.3%. So it seems a little high. We're definitely running hotter than we should be, whereas the average EV or the average percentage of our bet was, would be this. So average, EV of our bet. So our average expected profit. So like, for example, here, our expected profit margin is 11.57%, which means if this game were played out, 10,000 times, whatever, like, of course, any bet can win or lose, but over the course of the long run, right, if we were to place a bet with 11.57% edge or EV as a sports bettor, we would earn an 11.57% return on capital, right? 11.57%. So this bet is objectively better than this bet. So we have 15 or 1.6K roughly in expected profit on 27K bet. So the average EV of any bet we've placed so far is, this number divided by this number. So our average bet has a 6% EV, 6% profit margin, but we're currently running hot, so our profit margin has been 15.3%. These numbers will get close over time, right, due to the law of large numbers. So again, what's really cool about the OddsJam Bet Tracker, it's 100% free if you don't have an account. Oh, cool. And I also have a free bet. So again, another perk is I bet literally so much money on this sportsbook today. I have 9 open bets already. Frickin', how many bets do I have open on Caesars? 27. A lot of them I'm getting ready for the Super Bowl. So gotta get a lot of bets down with EV. So you can see, like, on WinBet, what's really cool is, like, you bet, and then they also just give you credit that I can redeem for free bets. So that's pretty cool. I like free money, so we can go here. But anyways, the free features on OddsJam are obviously, like, first of all, odds comparison. So if I click on, say, a state without regulated sports betting, and again, I have a lot of these sports books are filtered out regardless in my settings. And shoot, my computer's about to die. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But maybe I'll place a few more bets and then I'll go back live. But you can see, like, this is free, right? Odds comparison. All of these sports books have different odds. Some of them are Canadian sports books. Some of them are European. Some of them are in America, whatever, right? Is what's so incredible about sports betting is all these books have different odds. Why would you ever bet on Radford? If you're in, let's say, West Virginia, at minus 380 on DraftKings, if you can get minus 320 on FanDuel, it makes zero sense. And this is why sports betting is so fascinating, is all these books need to differentiate themselves. And they do that through their odds, right? They do that through the odds that they give you as a sports bettor, right? And, it's literally like a tab click away, right? If I place this bet on FanDuel or on DraftKings, it's a tab click away, which is why mobile sports betting is so fascinating, because it's not like you have to, it's not like gas is 20 cents cheaper at this store down the road, but you have to drive an extra 3 miles, right? This is literally, you click a freaking different tab and you're getting a different price, right? You're getting a different price. And you will never make money as a sports bettor if, one, you don't have multiple sports books. So click all the links on YouTube in the description, sign up for them all. But also, you won't be successful if you're not line shopping, as it's called. You're not price comparing. You need to make sure as a sports bettor that you're always getting the best possible number, right? If you're in Pennsylvania and you're freaking betting at plus 270 on Parks when you could get plus 320 on Caesars, you're guaranteed to lose money in the long run. So odds comparison is free. The bet tracker is free, and the bet tracker is an incredibly powerful tool. And the reason it is it shows you how often you're beating the closing line as a sports bettor. The only thing that matters in the long run as a sports bettor is consistently beating the closing line. That is how you make money, right? You have to beat the closing line. And you can see not every bet, lines move, sharp action comes in, players get injured, whatever. Lines will move for you, against you all the time, but you want to see more green than red. So just create an account on OddsJam. Don't pay us a dime. It's 100% free. Track your bets and make sure that you see more green than red, right? You have to beat the closing line. I bet Stanford -6 yesterday. I got plus 100. It closed minus 112. Great. DeRozan, we already showed this bet. I hit it during the live stream yesterday. It frickin' made me money, right? We got plus 140. The line, the fair price, the zero vig, zero juice price closed plus 127. So from this no vig odds calculator, which is the most important calculator on OddsJam. And again, what's really cool about OddsJam is when you track your bets, there's a button called CLV notifications. So if a line moves against you, like let's say we bet on the Bengals and Joe Burrow fricking breaks his leg and the line rips against us, we'll get an email alert from OddsJam that's like, yo, your bet is no longer good to the zero vig, zero juice line from Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book in the world. And maybe you can go to that sports book and, try to cash out your bet. So you can see no cash out available on WinBet for me right now. Don't know. They logged me out, Caesars, because they're like, yo, you've been away too long. But you can see like sometimes sportsbooks let you cash out. Like I, from OddsJam, had an incredibly sharp bet on under 2.5 goals in Inter versus AC Milan. Do I know anything about soccer? No, and I don't care, right? All I care about is the number I got, the data, right? I got under 2.5 plus 166 odds when I bet this, 116. So I bet this 2 weeks ago. I got plus 166 on this. And you can see FanDuel's like, yo, damn, your bet's so good. You bet 150 on this. That's what they limited me to. But we'll give you 155.95 to cash out, right? So I could earn $5.35 risk-free if I cash this bet out. Of course, I'm not gonna because I think the bet is still good. But the point is, like, sometimes sportsbooks allow you to cash out, which is why these Bet Tracker CLV notifications are useful. Also free on OddsJam is this free bet conversion calculator. So you can see I just got a $10 free bet from WinBet. So if I go to WinBet, I type in WinBet here. What this will do is I can sort by hold percentage or conversion percentage. So hold percentage you use for deposit bonus. Whereas here it's like, yo, Charleston Southern plus 295. If you wanted to convert your $5 or like, let's say you had a $10 free bet, you want to convert your $10 free bet into $7 risk free. Put your $10 free bet on Charleston Southern, the free play line, then go hedge 22.50 on FanDuel on this Radford minus 320, and you will earn a risk-free $7.02 or 70.24% return, right? So you're turning your free bet, which is inherently worse than cash, directly into cash. And of course, you're not going to see numbers that are 100%, but it's almost impossible not to be able to find 70 or 80% on any book on a daily basis. And of course, if depending on the state you're in the books you have, like these numbers may change, right? So Vanderbilt plus 825, should we dabble there? I can click into this. Colorado, best state in the US, best sports betting. So I'm going to go here. And we can see Vanderbilt. Nah, I'm not going to take plus 825. So we can go back here. I'm not going to convert my bet risk-free because I think that's lame. I like to gamble. But it still gives me a sense of, yo, what's a good free bet, right? What is a good free betting opportunity? And you can kind of scroll around this. First half money line, Thunder, plus 295, whatever. That's how you can find good free bets. Or personally, what I like to do is I just go to the Plus EV page and I find mathematically profitable bets, and then I parlay them together, right? And there are some articles on the blog about, free bet conversion and stuff like that. So, we could parlay together like this Simmons guy over 18.5 points. So if I go here, and this is in the Lakers game, it looks like there's some value on that. So we can go into the Lakers game. I'll try to move quick because it looks a little good, and I don't want it to move. We'll go to Simmons over 18.5, minus 105. Wow, so I'm actually getting minus 105. I'm not sure if the line just moved down, but we can continue scrolling. Under 62.5 first half total points, another mathematically profitable bet. And granted, this bet's not like amazing, only 2.31%, but I need to form a good free bet, right? So we can go to this main game. I'll just search for it, try to move quick. Main. Okay, that didn't work. So we'll go to this main game. Oh my gosh. So view all college basketball. I think that should work. Trying to move quick. And then we'll go to this main game. I'm going to go to first half. And I'm going to go to under 62.5, minus 110. Mathematically profitable bet, 2.31% return. You can see this 2.31%. So I'll go back here, is like the same row as this minus 110. So this bet has a profit margin of 2.31%. That's pretty cool. I like positive value bets, positive EV bets. And continue scrolling, nothing else on WinBet. So, it's not really high odds. It's not a great free bet, but what we can do is just kind of like go to the low holds page. Maybe I'll add in one more leg. We'll go to WinBet. I'll do sort by conversion percentage. or I can also do sort by hold percentage, and just to try to find a decent line to include. And it's like, whatever, like, what seems decent? Islanders minus 1.5 seems pretty good. So I had Islanders -2 yesterday, I think, in the live stream, or maybe not, but I had that bet. And then I have my free bet, $5 plus 776 odds. You want to push this number as high as possible to maximize the EV of a free bet. And I'll throw $5 on this free bet. And my computer better not frickin' die. So I'll place this. And of course, WinBet logs me out, so I'll log back in. That's frustrating. And again, we'll log back into Caesars as well. Again, hopefully my computer doesn't log me out. And we can go here. And then we can go to share screen, and I'll share my screen. And then I'll place this free bet. So plus 776 odds. Seems like there's some value on at least, 2 of the legs. And it says 3-team parlay. I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. This leg seemed worst of all. But these 2 legs look pretty damn good. And also, just like we want this number to be high mathematically to maximize the value of the free bet. And again, just like go to the blog, search free bets here. If you're looking to get started with OddsJam, just hit this getting started guide. Again, the free features are the bet tracker, odds comparison, because you always need to be getting the best odds as a sports bettor. If you're not getting the best odds, you will not make money as a sports bettor. If you're in Colorado and you're placing bets at plus 120 on MGM when you could get plus 140 on Sports Illustrated Sportsbook, like, you are guaranteed to lose money as a sports bettor. So more sportsbooks always is better. So we'll go to the plus EV page. Twin Spires logged me out. I also have the worst betting limits, but you can kind of see, like, you can scroll around, look for some good bets out there. And, like the Simmons guy over 5.5 assists seems pretty good, right? Pinnacle is all the way down at plus 102. Pretty good value, only 25 cents a market with. Also, it's almost an arb to Caesars and WinBet, so we can go to player assists in the Lakers game. We'll go to the Simmons guy. And again, like, OddsJam is, so we'll go to player assists, and then we want this Simmons guy, and I want to go to his alternate assists over 5.5 plus 122, 4.22% EV. I'll try to bet 250 on it. FanDuel's like, yo, man, you've made way too much money off us. We'll give you 98.35. And I'm like, word. So I hit that, and then I go down, and I'm like, okay, I have Simmons. And again, this is just OddsJam, positive EV bets, no promos, nothing like that. So this is in the Lakers game. Simmons, just so it makes it easier for me to remember to grade these. Simmons over 5.5 assists, over 5.5 assists. This bet's at plus 122 on FanDuel, nearly an arb to both. Nearly an arb to, right, Caesars, WinBet, and, Pinnacle. Like, seems like there's some pretty damn good value at plus 122. So I'm going to hit it. And then FanDuel gave me 98.35, I believe, is what they limited me to right here. You can see 98.35. This bet has a profit margin, or EV, this number right here, of 4.22%. So I'll add it to my bet tracker so that, hey, if the line moves against me, right, because lines can always move, right? Player gets injured, whatever, the whole market for the game, all the player props have to switch. If Curry's sitting out like he did yesterday and Klay Thompson is sitting out, not only is the money line moving, all the props are moving, which is why, like, you can't look to make profitable bets 5 minutes before a game and expect some gold to come out of nowhere and be available, right? This is something where you need to be using OddsJam as consistently as possible. Keep it up on your work computer. Work isn't that important. Keep it up on your work computer. Just hit the refresh button, and you will, you will get the most value out of the product. So we can go back here. I added this to my bet tracker. Okay, cool. And then we can continue to go through and see, but my computer may die soon. So I think I'm going to, step off for now, and hopefully we placed a few good bets today from the plus EV page that I was able to find. Hopefully we continue to see this net profit number move higher, and then I'll possibly be back on live stream later. So thank you so much for your time.